Hi everyone, Dango here. In this video, we are going to introduce briefly a new mobile game from Zilong company, who also made Langrisser Mobile before. So this game is Goddess of Origin, and it's basically just launched in China like 2 weeks ago, and it is a very solid game. And yeah, I do think this is a good game, and I hope it can finally launch to global server as well. So this game, basically, they don't take everything how to raise a character into this game, but the combat system is much simplified. Instead of being a like very strategy game, this game is actually a very traditional RPG style game. So this is basically the combat system is similar to like Epic 7 or Summoner War. Except you have a little bit extra things to consider during the combat, so which means the combat a little bit more strategic compared to Epic 7 and Summoner War. But still, compared with like Langrisser Mobile, you don't need to like consider about positioning or this kind of thing anymore. So it is a much simplified combat system. But everything in Langrisser Mobile is here, including like dragon runs to get weapon, including all the like bonds materials here. You can see those are all bonds material. And also you have Aniki rings, which is library rings here. But basically same thing, you use this kind of material to get the technology for different jobs so that your character can perform better, and which is very important. And you also have joint battle, you have different joint battle, and you also have Apex Arena on Sunday. So I'm very curious about what is this Apex Arena about. The only thing I know is that this is a real-time PvP battle system, so which is very good. Epic 7, they don't really have a real-time PvP system, which is what I think like one of the things that is lacking in that game. So this can be very interesting. We will see how the Apex Arena works here. We will see if they will introduce a similar pick and ban system compared to Langrisser Mobile. So basically, yeah, the way to raise up a character is very similar to Langrisser Mobile. And yeah, but they just made a lot of like quality of life change in this game that I believe it should also come to Langrisser Mobile. So which is kind of sad, but we will go over what kind of quality of life change they have. For example, when you are trying to team up with others, um, you can actually join a room, and then you can actually set up auto runs. Yeah, basically you have the option to actually set up if you want to like how many of the runs you want to run, if you want to auto refill, if you want to auto buy breaths or stamina here, and how many of the how many refill you want to have. And also importantly, this guy just kicked me because I don't have blessing here. I didn't finish the solo yet. Like importantly, you can actually kick people here, right? There are like a lot of time in Langrisser Mobile. Some of the players you hate, they mention that, oh, I have already blocked this guy. How can he still can join my runs? Yeah, right now problem solved. If you don't like him, you can just kick him. If you don't want to run with people without blessing, you can just kick them. So it's basically a double sword. It's both a good thing or bad thing. But at least you have if you are the host, then you will have the choice to do what you want to do. And importantly, this auto refill function is very good. It basically saves the problem for most Langrisser mobile players. They think like some people quit Langrisser Mobile because they think Langrisser Mobile is very hardcore and you need to grind a lot, and they just don't have time to grind. Some people say, I can do my job while grinding, but yeah, but to be honest, some people their job just then does not allow them to auto grind, so that is kind of hard for them. In this game, you can basically just set up auto run before you sleep, and when you sleep, you just set up this auto run, and on the second day you will consume all of your stamina, and you will get all the materials you need, and even after all the stamina is consumed, you can actually select a mode where you can still do this Aniki runs without using any stamina. So this is very good. But if you are doing that, you will only get friendly points as a reward. So you will not have like additional rewards here. Yeah, so you can see this like team combat system here is very similar. Yeah, it's just the combat system itself changed. So this becomes a like turn-based strategy game, and you have the cost of skills here. And yeah, I'm not going to continue this battle, so we are just going to left here. And yeah, so this is a very important quality of life change into this game. A lot of players suggested that they should make this happen to Langrisser mobile as well, which never happened. Even in Chinese server, you can still not do auto refill, which is kind of a problem. The other thing is that they actually cut the the price, the cost for stamina purchase. So in Langrisser Mobile, it is like the first purchase is like 40 crystals, and then 60, and then 100, 150, and 200. In this game, all the players actually get a free stamina refill. So the first time you refill stamina, it is actually free. So this helps a lot to free-to-play players. And the cap refill, the cost reduced from 200 to 150, so which is very good. It's just a small quality of life change. The other thing is that in this game you can still buy the weekly packs. So yeah, those are not weekly packs but monthly packs. So this pack gives you summon watchers, and this pack is like a one-time pack. So if you buy it, you get the reward for every week, and you don't need to renew it. So it's a very good reward, and this is basically the like the Goddess gift in Langrisser Mobile, where you will have extra Aniki runes, extra like daily for like dragons, and also you will have two extra runes for to farm shards. So yeah, so basically this is very similar to Langrisser Mobile as well. For all the characters, you can like farm shards slowly, and usually you will just have like night times to farm shards. Yeah, but if you have this VIP, you actually can farm 2 additional shards per day. So basically, it increased the 9 shards per day to 11 shards per day. So that was a request by a lot of the players who just spend a little bit in this game. It's very nice that they made this happen in this new game. I really wish this like very similar thing could happen in Langrisser Mobile as well, because this is actually what people need. People need to get more chance to farm shards. Most of the player in Langrisser Mobile, especially in global server, they are not whales. They are not going to summon a 6-star character, like never. But this kind of quality of life change may actually let some of the lower spender to start buying those VIPs. So which could be very good, but they never did that in Langrisser Mobile, and they just made this happen in this new game. So it looks like Zilong did understand, how to make people spend, but I don't know why they don't want to, implement that in Langrisser Mobile. So the other, if we talk about the other quality of life change, yeah, this game just have a ton of quality of life change. So we just talk about after you spend all the stamina, you can still win more battles, so you can still farm, but you can only farm friendly points, which is this one. And the friendly points in global server is like no use at all. But here you actually have 10 times, you can actually use a ton of friendly points every week to buy gold. And this gold is basically the same thing compared to Langrisser Mobile, which is very important here. You need gold everywhere. You need gold to like level up characters, to level up equipment, to level up like technologies for different like jobs, and also you need gold to like do enchantment. So yeah, this game has enchantment still. So gold is very important, and it is nice. It is very nice that now you can use like these friendly points to exchange for these SSR vouchers, which is like 2 times per week, which I believe in Langrisser Mobile it is like 2 times per month. So yeah, in here it is 2 times per week, and you can also purchase gold for 10 times per week. So this actually makes you feel like you will, you want to actually farm some like friendly points, like friend points after you used all the stamina. So this is really a quality of life change, especially for free-to-play players. 2 extra summons per week is pretty solid, and this a ton of gold per week is just very good for free-to-play players. And yeah, so another thing, yeah, this is basically like the germ you can get from like dragon runes. You can still gamble for like weapons, SSR accessory, not accessory, just the weapon, headgear, and armors. And yeah, and this is the memory shard you can exchange for like SSR accessories and different SSR weapons or something like that. So yeah, this is basically the system in this game, and yeah, the characters looks very nice in this game as well, and the music in this game is pretty good. But sadly, they have some trouble with their PC version. So no music like in this PC version, or you cannot hear anything in PC version. So I don't know when they will be able to fix that, but the characters are looking like very very nice, both like male characters and like this is a vampire. This character is juggler in Langrisser mobile. I mean, this character has the same function compared to juggler in Langrisser mobile. Basically, this is a tank who can counter AoEs. And if you are asking if there is leading in this game, yes, this is leading. Yeah, leading becomes Vulcanary here. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, so this guy is basically she's doing leading's job. This is the SSR healer. This is Shelfonio. This is Zareda. Yeah, so basically you can find very similar. No, this is more like Joshua than Zareda because she has AoE attacks. So this is more like this is actually very similar to Rini. So yeah, a lot of like similar design in terms of characters, but then you don't worry about the positioning anymore. So I would say this looks a very solid game. The problem for Langrisser Mobile is that Langrisser Mobile is like very, very hardcore. The combat system is very hard. Even you spend a lot in Langrisser Mobile, you may still lose a lot of the battle to like free-to-play players if you are not familiar with the combat system. This game combat system is more solid, so I would say this game is more pay to win, but still the strategy component, especially the cost of the skill and the cooldown of the skill, is a little bit more complicated than Summoner War and Epic 7. So that is a little bit of trick during the combat. So maybe you will still have a slight chance to win like people that spend a little bit more than you. But yeah, it is. But the result is still this game is more pay to win. So a Mega Whale is going to be pretty decent in this game. So yeah, this is all about this Origin of Goddess. Hopefully this game can come to the global server. I think this could be a decent game for global players to try out, especially if you enjoy some part of the like Langrisser mobile, but just you just feel the grind is like endless. Then this game is very friendly to these kind of players. You just basically need to set up some auto rinse, and you don't really have to play like this game for very long time every day. So in this case, it's a very nice quality of life improvement. And yeah, so this is all I want to talk about. If this game is coming to the global server, I will make a little bit. I will make like more videos on the detailed combat system and my tier list for the characters that is released. So in China, this game just released 2 weeks, so there are a ton of tier lists in Chinese server, and most of these tier list was not accurate at all. But yeah, so this is a good chance for players to try out their own meta, so they can perform better in PvP. So maybe I will stream a little bit on how the Apex arena works in this in this game tomorrow, because tomorrow is basically China Sunday, so we will see what will happen. Okay, that's all about this video. See you guys later. Peace.